LeBron James, great article this week in Bleacher Report by Howard Beck talked about the brotherhood. And the thought is that LeBron is going to join eventually CP3, Melo, and DWade as a supergroup down the road. Justin, your thoughts?
God, that sounds like a really, really old band getting together when none of them can move around and play. It's frustrating, especially when you look at Melo and LeBron both talking about joining together, whereas DWade said, I want to focus on my current teammates, I'm focused on the playoffs. I think that would be the mentality that you would expect from LeBron. I think that's the mentality you'd expect from a leader. Granted, the quote did come prior to the All-Star break, but he did nothing to refute it, and he kind of doubled down on that, saying that he does want to play with Carmelo. It's funny. I'm not sure where that reunion would happen, but Carmelo did say that it needed to happen somewhere warm, which it's funny that Melo, when presented with the opportunity to play with LeBron and contend for a title, is like, well, it better be somewhere warm. That's kind of the mentality that's come to define Carmelo throughout his career.
Phil, where does that reunion happen?
I mean, I think it's sad to say, but I can see them taking their talents back to South Beach. I mean, it's warm. I think the personality of the team and the city kind of makes sense. I personally don't care that much just because I feel they're all about 30-31 by now. I still think LeBron wants to take his licks there with Cleveland for a bit longer. I'm feeling bad for Chris Bosh. He's not being mentioned in that. Carmelo Anthony, I mean, I think he's been one of the more overrated players for a while. CP3, I don't think he's done in Clipperland until they really blow it up. I think him and LeBron still want to prove a bit. There's still a couple years left. So if we're talking about a team that comes together when they're 33-34, cool, I guess, but not a lot of shooting on that team. A lot of guys who need
defense.
Yeah, not a lot of defense. A lot of guys who need the ball. Like, I don't even think that team would be that good. Like, I remember a comparison saying, would that team right now even beat Golden State? And I'm like, I don't know. I think Golden State would kind of run around them. But, you know, at the same point, there's a lot of great young players coming in the league that I can see, imagine the Timberwolves get another great pick, and in 2 years you have a Wiggins and a Towns and whoever that was, maybe Ben Simmons, who have really come into it. Like, are they going to get walked over by a 34-year-old version of that super team? I don't know. I think the competition's going to be really there, and I don't think they're going to be that good. I think it's going to be fun. Like, I don't actually see anything wrong with it. I think it's going to be something interesting to watch, but I think it's going to be more like that Lakers team that tried to get Gary Payton and Karl Malone at the end of their careers, and it just didn't work out because they weren't that good anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Justin, you think the league encourages this to take place?
I guess. I mean, it draws attention, which is always good. People would obviously have opinions, and that's always good for TV ratings. Where it happens, theoretically I could see LA. LeBron did say he's willing to take a pay cut, so if they trade Blake Griffin for Carmelo and Wade and LeBron go for no money, then maybe that could happen. But I'm with Phil. I don't think that they would be a serious contender. I don't think they could get past Golden State, and for that reason, while it might draw some good attention to the NBA, I don't think it makes a big difference. And really, to become popular now, you got to be a good team, and Golden State has proven that, and I still think Golden State would be the focus of the league as long as they can keep this team together.
Yeah, and if I was these guys, I'd go to Phoenix because you need the best medical staff at that age that you can get.